Tell Jason to check his WhatsApp.
This is not the this is the system we used to read news, right?
Mm. Hi, Bookie Stokes. How are you doing today? How you doing, Bookie? Hey, Butit, Ruma, Hiti. How are you? How are you? Welcome to the Volt Express. Hey, Butit. I'm at Enugu right now, which broadcasting all the way from Nigeria. Yeah, all the way from the motherland, green white, and it's wonderful out here. Welcome to the Volt Express. Hey, make sure to like and subscribe, all right? So you can always keep in touch with me right here on Volt Express. This show that gives you all the entertainment happenings in Nigeria, in Southeast, and of course, down here in Enugu, it's massive energy. And yes, so my name is OGO, so I'm super excited to have you. I'm in a studio. I'm in a radio studio. Yeah, it's super cool. Very, very much super cool. You stick around and I promise you, you're going to have massive fun here. Because that's exactly what we do. We talk about entertainment, play some hot music. And if you're outside Nigeria and you're wondering how can you tune in, download the Radio Garden app right now, either on your Android systems or iOS systems, and ensure to type in Volt. That's VOLT 104.3 FM. That's the channel we're locked in right now on. And yes, so we give you all the hot music. Right now we're playing you Joy by Aguero Banks featuring Wizard Chan. Wonderful artist. You get me. It's wonderful vibes out here. So yes, smash that like button like I said. Let the world know it's massive energy happening right here, and invite everyone who might be interested to join this wonderful Volt Express channel. All right, let's turn up to the very max. I'm in the morning. All right. Thanks for coming around. Mwah, mwah, and have a wonderful time wherever you are right now in the world. I hope to see you again in the coming days. Mobile, I can't see mobile. Ainda Cassimobio. Ojibo, why you Zeno? Ojibo, why you Zeno? My way. Why you Zeno? Ojibo, why you Zeno? No, no, Drew, this Nigeria Institute. Okay, question me, boy. Okay.
Like 12 people sitting
Yeah.
I don't know what 12 30. Come on, now, you come here like this.
Anything man like that, don't ask him that they
And they change it. Yeah, we are going to change it.
can I do it now?
Don't worry. You're going to get that for good. This is your name. This is your hospital.
All right. Yes, so Enugu, we are right back here. And you already know it's supersonic out here on Volt Express, especially when it comes to do with spirits and their principles. I'm talking about Omale, who has just sparked Afrobeats origin debate all the way in London. Let's begin from London doings, where Afrobeats royalty and industry insiders gathered for an exclusive album listening experience. And you know, every time an executive and his counterparts, turn up to a venue or a listening party, you already know it's massive expectations expected to happen at that particular venue. And yes, so this time around is for Omale's listening party. There was a private listening party in London to preview his upcoming project, Clarity of Mind. But what started as a celebration of music quickly turned into a serious conversation about Afrobeats identity and trusts intellectual people to take every opportunity to answer questions regarding topics that they're very good with. All right, during the event, Omale reportedly made comments that sparked debate about where Afrobeat is really coming from and where it is going. A lot of questions has really emerged about Afrobeats in the coming weeks, right? Now, before we understand the debates, we need to understand the journey of Omale himself. So pay attention. Omale born Stanley Oma Didia. I mean, I know a lot of people did not know that one. Is from Port Harcourt in River State. Wonderful city. A city known for producing some of Nigeria's most soulful and emotionally expressive artists. We could name them because the list runs so long. But just a few mentions. There's Burna Boy, there's Ajabo Hustlers, there's Omale, and a few of them out there like Downful Drivers. You just named them. So many artists all the way from the PH City. We are so happy they have emerged. Also, unlike many Afrobeat stars who came through Lagos club scene, Omale emerged from a different musical ecosystem. His grandfather was a percussionist for the legendary high life icon Celestine Uku. Yes, if you know say you vibe Celestine Uku to this very point, then you already know what a percussionist is. Meaning music was already running deep in his bloodline. But Omale's part was not smooth. Whoever says that success is an overnight thing, you really don't know how success works. Before fame, he worked as a music producer, quietly crafting sounds behind the scenes before stepping into the spotlight himself. Then came 2020, a year the world was locked down. And I think that was the year Omale said within himself, if I don't blow this year, just no say I'm not serious with my production, right? Omale took that quite seriously, and that was his breakout year. His project Get Laid exploded with hits like Bad Influence. I still vibe to this very point, and a lot of us still do that. And Low. Okay, what a jam that tune was. Introducing a new sound, Afrobeats mixed with melancholy emotion, to the point where everybody thought Omale really had a depression situation at hand. No, say this guy don't hack the music industry already. He knows how to give us vibes that make us think that he's going through a certain patch in his life. And of course, it sounded like he screamed for help. We started thinking, there were a lot of speculations around himself and his therapist. And then the song So came out, and we were wondering who would eventually save this guy from the depression he is facing. Little did we know that Omale and So are two different entities, and well, two different entities that understand themselves. All right, this is where it gets dicier. Unlike the party heavy style popularized by artists like Davido and Wizkid, Omale's sound was more reflective, sometimes almost spiritual, and that's exactly the context of the debate in London. At the listening event, conversations began around how Afrobeats is evolving beyond dance music into emotional storytelling, which is true, right? Omale reportedly emphasized how the new generation is expanding the sound, not replacing the legends, but adding new layers. He might have a point there. That perspective is interesting because Afrobeat has always been a fusion culture. I mean, if we could tolerate people like Yobadina Mitspai Krona, I mean, we could definitely do with a lot of changes in the Afrobeats, right? And well, the sound traces back to Fela Kuti's Afrobeats movement. Like I keep saying here, there's no Afrobeats without mentioning Baba Fela Anikulapo Kuti. And of course, the Anikulapo Kuti family, which mixed jazz, funk, and African rhythms. But modern Afrobeats evolved decades later through artists like The Banj. Yes, the Coco Master. You already know his massive vibes whenever you hear The Banj in the conversations. And of course, another notable producer out there who is said to be our own Dr. Dre in more words and of course simplified meaning. I'm talking about Don Jazzy. And eventually global stars like Wizkid, Rema and Davido emerged. Now artists like Omale are adding introspection and emotional storytelling to the genre. Which brings us to the upcoming project, Clarity of Mind. According to insiders who attended the London session, the album explores themes like personal growth. Yes, if you're all about that, you definitely want to pay attention to Clarity of Mind as soon as it drops. There's a whole lot of heartbreak storytelling as well. Fonde Obiwa Aboago from time memorial. You know, you can never get a break from heartbreak in this life. It's always part of our daily cycle. It's either you're breaking hearts or somebody's breaking your own. So yes, pay attention to that album and maybe you might learn a few skills to avoid heartbreak or how to break hearts. And next, there's Fame pressure. Yes, for those looking for quick money making schemes. I want to let you know that the fame pressure is a lot. Oh, there's no shortcut to success. And of course, Malay is speaking all that in Clarity of Mind. I think that clarity of mind has a lot to do with you knowing within yourself what you are destined to be, what you're destined to become, and just going relentlessly at it. And also, there's the theme about emotional healing. For a lot of people who have asked Omale to heal from the depression of the past, well, he is finally addressing all that in the new song and album Clarity of Mind. So yeah, so if you've been waiting for Omale to finally heal from that breakup and from that so take my soul away anthem, you better pay attention to this one because it sounds very, very, very iconic and sounds like a song, an EP album with a lot of good feels. In other words, Omale is positioning himself not just as a hit maker, but as a storyteller of modern African emotions. And this evolution in identity raises an interesting question. Guess what that question is? Is Afrobeats just party music, or is it becoming a global emotional genre? Now, I leave that to you, amazing people of Enugu, to answer because the hotlines are absolutely open right now on these numbers: 0706 048 5853. Or you can join me on 0915 570-8347. Best believe we're also live on YouTube, Volt Express channel, where everything amazing happens. Yes, so I see a lot of amazing faces. Butit Aruatihi, who has just left us to say goodnight. I think she's from way beyond Nigeria. She hasn't stated where she's from, but the rest of you who are joining at this point, welcome, welcome, welcome. I love every one of you, and it takes tremendous efforts to join us on Volt Express YouTube live. So I do not take your presence for granted at all. Thank you so much for joining me today. Also, for those who are listening from across the globe, across Enugu, across Southeast region and Nigeria as a country, thank you so much for joining me today. Y'all are amazing. Also, we've seen a lot of interactions happening with not just Omale. We've had a lot of discussions with Tiwa Savage as well, who has emerged as a foundation owner and somebody who's ready to champion the African music child into his or her greatness. And yes, so Tiwa Savage a few days ago was seen with a lot of dignitaries, not just from Lagos, but beyond the world, saying, you know what? Africa is really ready to take the next step in evolution with music, artistry, picture, motions. You just love that saying when they already know that we've been ready a long time ago, right? But to witness the affirmations come to life is something I love so much. Also, we'll be talking about the next topic because this story is about someone who made one of the boldest career changes Nollywood has ever seen. I mean, we thought Omale had made a wonderful decision from transitioning into an artist, from being a producer. We also have good news from Belinda Effa, who traded her Nollywood profession for the US Navy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go right into it with more music right here on Volt Express. You already know how we rock and roll. We'll play you some cool music and come back to give you the updates of what's been happening. And because y'all asked nicely, I'll be playing you Soso, who is about to take my pain away, even if I know gets pain. But, you know, from what Omale is saying, we feel the pain he's going through. All right, ladies and gentlemen, join me at this point. And yes, we'll be playing you another very wonderful artist, Victony, who is coming up right about now to give us massive tunes from the other side. Even though no be ambi, sound God, he's still coming out here to let us know what's really been happening. And yes, so this time is with Odumodu Black, titled Pity This Boy. Let's go right into it. Taking charge and leading us into the dance floor at this time is Ejaik Wamba featuring Zoro with Obo. And next we have Soso by Omale and a wonderful tune by Odumodu Black featuring Victoni titled Pity This Boy. All right, you ready? I'm ready. We're super excited. Let's dive right into it. And I'm seeing a beautiful lady in Modesty Franklin Esther, who just joined right now saying hi. Hi, Ojo, my good man. How are you doing today? I am doing amazing, my dear. I am doing amazing, amazing, amazing on this wonderful Wednesday because every one of you have joined and are excited just like I am for all these topics and more. Let's dive right into it with Ubo by Ejaik Wamba featuring Zoro. Kicking off this wonderful Wednesday. Let's go right into it. Hey, my favorite girl, Esther, how are you? Hey, I'm so happy to see you and hear from you. I hope you're good. Smash that like button. Let your friends know, everyone around you know that we are live right here. And of course, it's magic. It's magic to the very top. So yes, I'm super happy to have you. Welcome, 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 and stay beautiful as always. Hey! Ah, how's the chance why they giving her? Hey! So take my pain away. So take my pain. So take my pain away. So take my pain. Chai. So take my pain away. So take my pain. So take my pain away. So take my pain. How many? Yeah. Pierre. Pierre. I don't pray commandment for one place. Take my hand away from me. Don't please don't take my pain away from me. Don't take my pain away. Shibere, shibere, shibere. I don't get shibere. What I no get enemy till I'm for shimili. And what about my eyes? Oh, what a song. I mean, I want yes, commandments. Your mind ginger me. Only you can take my pain. Give me vitamin. We gon' make this pain away. So, No, so take my. Please don't take my pain away. So take my pain away. So take my pain. So take my pain away. So take my pain. So take my pain away. So take my pain. So take my pain away. Hey, the song playing right now is Reckless and Sweet by Amare. Beautiful artist, beautiful song. Fits for a oneness day like this one, yeah? Overstay my welcome, you don't food is salt. Truffle salt, color, if my mama join them, you're not done, you're not join. Bump my cons first, round the bed. Columbia Gossett, Columbia Gossett. I'm Billy, you're the chopping salt. Truffle salt, yo, 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 yeah, yeah. Obodo Ibo, yeah, yeah, yo, yeah, yeah. Gucci, Opada, Baba, yeah, chef. I'm Billy, you're the chopping salt. Don't visitor. Overstay my welcome. I chop for feeling salt. Truffle salt. Color. If I'm a mama join them. For the time. For the joy. My shima comes first. Run Columbia boss. Coco, 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 coco. Put me in your heart. Sakamanje, Sakamanje. Sakamanchi. Where's the roof? Where's the roof? Roof. All right, all right. I see you at Chalugo and Odugu out there still raising your hands in the air and trying to pull the roof off. Come on now, calm down, calm down. I know you're excited, right? It's midweek, and because of this, there's a ton of gist brewing in our entertainment circle. Let's dive right into what's been happening with Belinda Effa, who has traded her profession as a Nollywood actress for the US Navy. All right, when people talk about Nollywood actresses who brought charisma, talent, elegance to the screen, one name that often comes up is Belinda Effa. Can we be honest, right? Yeah, I know you have the names of Omotala Jalade, Genevieve Naji, Choma Chukwuka Bata, Evangelist Todike now. Well, she might not be a popular household name, but she has played her own role brilliantly and, of course, has left a good taste in our lips. I'm talking about Belinda Effa, who rose to fame after appearing on the reality TV show Next Movie Star, which served as a major launch pad for young Nigerian actors. From there, she built an impressive acting career. If you doubt him, if you go check him. She featured in several Nollywood films, including Kokoma, House Husbands, The Return of Jennifer. Yes, Return of Jennifer. If you remember that movie, you remember a brilliant actress who was always showcasing the power of womanhood and femininity. That is her right there, Belinda Effa. Over the years, she became known for her versatility, playing both emotional, dramatic roles and energetic characters. But recently, Belinda shocked fans with a major life decision. And when I say major, this one is something we never even thought was possible from an actress who has understood what it means to be an actress in Nigeria, right? Yes, from Nollywood cameras to military service. Talk about the switch that nobody saw coming. Now, for many people, this move raised questions. Why would a successful actress step away from fame to join the military? And there's a lot of factors to consider. Belinda explained that the decision represents discipline, purpose, and personal transformation. Yes, you cannot transform by doing the same things over and over and over. You need a change in direction. And of course, when it comes from divine intervention and of course, conviction. She spoke about wanting to experience a deeper form of service and growth beyond entertainment. You can't hold her for that. And that statement is powerful because it changes the assumption that celebrity life is always the ultimate destination. For Belinda, and many other people who think like her, the decision reflects something deeper, and that is reinvention. In many ways, her move symbolizes how people sometimes outgrow the identities the public gives them. And because of this role she has played in her life, Belinda Effa is walking away with the Volt Express woman crush of the day. Yes, if you have a different opinion to this, you might as well think it is easy switching from actress to military personnel. So yes, she walks away with the woman crush on our Wednesday show this very day. Some have moved into politics, others have moved into business, activism, and philanthropy. But herself, well, she will say this is not the first time Nigerian celebrities have reinvented themselves outside entertainment, and it's only right she does it by giving her all in military service. Which perfectly leads us into our final story. Trust me, guys, this one is one you cannot afford to miss. And this is where entertainment and politics meet in very playful but symbolic moments. All right, so I no go make mistake, make my enemies no laugh me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the numbers to dial right here are 0706 048 5853, or you can call me right here on 0915 570 8347. If you feel so good about yourself like I do about myself right now, make some noise for yourself, especially Modesty, Esther Franklin, and every one of them joining us on our YouTube Volt Express Live. Yes, if you are joining us today, listening from every corners of Nigeria and around Earth, just know you are the MVP of the day. Yes, it's not just Belinda Effa. Every one of you listening at this point are MVPs. And every lovely, amazing Odugu and Achalugo out there who would call in at this point would also be MVPs. Yeah, so the MVP card is going around to my Volt Express community members for ever being active. And yes, we love that about you amazing people. On our news today, for the main topic, we have the Delta governor who picked Davido over Wizkid. But just before we go into that topic, that is going to start a lot of Cold Wars between the Wizkid FC and 30BG group. Let's go right into it quickly to play you some very cool music that you cannot afford to miss from none other than Falz the Bad Guy featuring Crayon. And of course, this one is titled How Many. Next, we have Needless to Say by OGO. That's me, featuring my brother, War Hero. And next, we have Love You by Ill Bliss, the dance version. Yes, I expect every one of you to turn up to the max on this wonderful jam. Let's go right into it right now, right here on Volt Express. We ain't the same, nah. We ain't the same, nah. I just woke up the new paint. Remember that need one pen in my place. Whoa, the change is sand. Whoa, what an incredible paint. Whoa, I just woke up the new brush. Remember the judge that made it feel brazy cold. We ain't the same, nah. We ain't the same, nah. I just woke up the new paint. Remember the shit. The difference is sand. Whoa, what place. Whoa, and they got me a garden, got me a dollar, put from the park, you million the safe, yeah. 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 I want a base, heaven and heaven will go lead on me in royal robes. Handle it maturely like I do business, can take a bow. Hard drive, sit to the business, my bills. Take a loss bet, I'll be back as the man with dough. If I did take a loss bet, I'll be back as the man with gold. I could be slacking on my culture, happy but I need a love. Bigger love truly work and pace I get money thought. But my phone will it truly label it duly. Reason for niggas who working hard, thinking opulence love me. Truly shit. Tune so heavily, havoc a lamps in me, she vex. I'm on my label up. SBM put a hood in me, Marcos up over me. Put me sitting on my bullshit, money consuming. I pray your debt nigga pay me up. How walking the foolery to let you know you can send from 97 to money up. 100 infinity, 1000% how my money up. Dollars my hub and can knock me down. Uncle Joyce. Give me a switching affiliates. I don't know bombs, I know Jesus boys. Guess we'll be looking for rapper coins. If you ain't that, tell him mute the noise. We ain't the same, nah. 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 Difference is saying, whoa, whoa. I know it gonna happen. Melinda safe, yeah, 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 yeah. We ain't the same, nah. We ain't the same, nah. Just got done remodeling. We just got done remodeling. Same, nah. We ain't the same, nah. I just woke up in the paint. Remember that they do one pin in my place. Whoa, the change is saying, whoa, what an incredible. Whoa, I just woke up in the brush. Remember the Josh. The difference is same. Oh, ain't the same, nah. I just woke up in the plane. Remember the same. Location safe. Whoa, whoa. And they got me a garden, got me a doll, and proof in the parking. Whoa, yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, my foot, my teeth clean, my jeans clean, feet clean. I'm having a clean, good day. You know, there's no cap in my words, my boy. Stay elevated. I don't know them. You're not sure. I don't go. All right, my people, we are back, and there was a reason why I played that beautiful song, Crazy Things Are Happening. And of course, this is the reason why. Yesterday, just before we left the show to the dance floor to enjoy all the wonderful music DJ Dipson had waiting for us on the dance floor, we really had a disturbing news about this lady who went to do a, what do you call it? What's one they call them? BBL, Abby? Black woman enlargement, Abby, black bomb bomb enlargement. I don't even know the full meaning of that BBL, but you know, I used to think it was Black Lives Matter, you know, but I did not see the Black Lives Matter, BLM. Okay, this one is BBL. Wow. All right. So yeah, this news reached me yesterday, and I didn't really want to speak on it because I didn't understand fully what the situation around that event was. Then this morning, I get a message from a close associate of mine, and you know, he's letting me know if I spoke about this woman and elaborated on my show that's coming into yesterday. And I said, no, I didn't do that. I just spoke briefly on it. He said, this is a trending topic. OG, you need to let the world know that this BBL pandemic is becoming a lot. A lot of women are feeling pressured to enhance their bodies. And me, I'm looking at myself and wondering, like, what is happening? I mean, yeah, we talk about women doing what it is they want with their bodies, right? But it's not to the point where you are now going overboard with it now, and we're seeing RIP written all over the timeline because of choices you make. And it's quite sad that this topic has become such a national issue because a loss of life has occurred. Please, I will say this again, right? I know men really have no right to tell women how to live because we don't understand the pains y'all go through. That has been the anthem that has been sung to us from time immemorial. But also, I would love to speak to you as someone who dearly cares about your life. You know, your character really fits no consign me. Wetin you they use the BBL for really no bash me, you know, consign me like that. But the one we consign me now your life. You know, we've seen not once, not twice, not just in Nigeria, how many people have lost their lives due to this BBL. I don't even know the full meaning. I know we have JBL, we have Black Lives Matter. This BBL thing is new. All right. Well, we'll be taking our first caller right here on Volt Express to find out what's been happening across Enugu and the world concerning this issue. Hello, good afternoon. Oh, the network seemed to have snatched that first caller away. But the hotlines are still open right here on Volt Express. The numbers to dial are 0706 048 5853. Or you can call in on 0915 570 8347. We'll be taking our first caller right now. Hello, good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon. I greet you specially. What's your name and where are you calling from? The king of enjoyment. Welcome to the Volt Express, bro. All right. Well, you're here now. Let's go right into it, all right? We have a few minutes to spare. Sorry. Ebe's now. Oh, we're here now. Because Ebe na more. Okay, black bomb bomb enlargement. No. Kono na na ede. All right, so you feel like this was a divine meeting between her and her creator? Chai. Okay, so I want to understand how this thing works. Is it like they ask you to come and do enlargement and they put somebody else's bum bum inside your own bum bum and make it bigger? I don't know. How does this thing work? Wow. In this Enugu? Wow. Hmm. Hmm. This indeed is crazy things happening. Oh. But then, okay. All right, Esamwole, thank you for giving us an insight of what's happening with that situation. But really, right, I really want to understand from a professional out there. If you're listening, please enlighten us. I know this is an entertainment segment, and of course, we also love to learn here. I would love to really understand the processes of you as a woman going through a BBL surgery. What are the prerequisites? Like, what do you need to have? You know, is it like it's for people who their bum bums are small when they were born? Or I don't understand, because yesterday I talked about contentment and being contented with yourself as a lady. But I think I'm speaking from a man's view, right? I want to understand why women go through this pain, because I know say this thing is the pain now. It can't be sweet. It can't be all merry, right? I want to understand really how skin moves from one part of the body to the other side, right? And please, I'm not trying to sound ignorant. Do not laugh, right? I'm as confused as the people who watch these things, because I saw this girl's leg explode, right? They said her leg exploded and some parts of the fat in her behind was oozing out. And at some point, I think one of the doctors tried to touch the part where it exploded and she screamed. You could just hear the agony in her voice. And those were the last few minutes before she gave up her ghost, right? So I really want to know. I'm not trying to sound funny, because a loss of life has occurred, and right, we didn't really touch this issue yesterday because it was quite sensitive and I didn't want to give an opinion that sounded unempathetic, right? But right now I feel very sad. I feel sad because this is somebody's sister who has decided to be careless with her life, has decided to not properly look out for not just her well-being, but for the thoughts of people who love her genuinely, right? I'm sure we saw the video of her relative crying over the phone with that influencer giving us an insight of what was happening, right? I'm trying to also understand, why would you do that to yourself as a woman? Right? Everybody in this life was created for a particular reason. If you were born without bum bum, please permit me to say this, right? I do not really see the necessity to go and enlarge it. Because if you say you're doing it for us men to admire you as a woman, I understand that part. I am understanding, right? It's my nature to understand you as a woman for your choices, even if some of them might be poor and to be excellent. But this one that has to do with I'm so confused, because we rarely see men go through these things, right? You never hear a man come out to the public and say he went to do a palm enlargement, because I will mock you. I'm not even saying it gently. I will laugh. I mean, there are men born with less capacity and have not died. Then you, as a woke, you're going to do nuku ifena enlargement, and you're expecting the rest of the men and patriarchy community not to laugh. Now, it's very different for women, because we've come to understand that women will promote themselves to every extent, right? If that woman had gone for that surgery and had been successful, trust me, she would have turned on her ring light, shook her bum bum, let the world know that yes, so you can never get wrong with doing what you love, right? And everybody would have applauded it. Even some younger girls would have died and said, this lady did her first BBL, right? I'm just hearing it means Black Bum Bum Lives Matter. Or is that what it means? So I don't misconstrue that meaning, right? I'm trying to really understand these things. You know, it's really sad that young people these days have become so unproductive with their time that they've started toying with their bodies. I understand you wanting to draw tattoo, right? Right? For every person in my age bracket, when we were younger, we used to idolize people who drew tattoos.